is Manchester United. And we didn't think we'd be talking about that, but for a few months ago, until Michael Carrick came into the role. The Sunday Telegraph and the Sunday Times as well, they've both gone with a big interview with Bruno Fernandes. I'm from a family where card games are a matter of life and death. This is a big chance for Manchester United to cement Champions League football next season, perhaps an unexpected chance, for the reasons I mentioned before. Clearly, Bruno Fernandes is going to be key to everything that United do between now and the end of the season, isn't he?
Inside Sunday Supplement, a deep dive into football's biggest talking points. On the latest episode of Sunday Supplement from Sky Sports, host Dharmesh Sheth sat down with a panel of respected football journalists to unpack the stories shaping the modern game. Featuring Miguel Delaney, Charlotte Dunker, and Dan Kilpatrick, the discussion offered a layered, insightful look at football both on and off the pitch. The state of the game. The panel opened by reflecting on recent performances across top leagues, particularly the Premier League. Rather than focusing solely on results, the conversation explored how teams are playing tactical evolution, squad depth, and the increasing influence of data-driven decision-making. There was a shared sense that modern football is becoming more strategic than ever, with marginal gains often making the difference between success and failure. Transfer culture and financial pressures. A major theme of the discussion centered on the ever-expanding transfer market. Miguel Delaney highlighted how financial disparities between clubs continue to shape competition, while also raising concerns about sustainability. The panel debated whether current spending patterns are viable long-term, especially with stricter financial regulations looming over European football. Charlotte Dunker added that player movement is no longer just about performance, it's also about branding, marketability, and long-term investment. This shift has redefined how clubs approach recruitment, often prioritizing potential and global appeal alongside immediate impact. Club identity and managerial influence. Another key talking point was the role of managers in shaping club identity. Dan Kilpatrick emphasized how managerial philosophies are becoming central to a club's long-term vision. From pressing systems to youth development, managers are now expected to build cohesive identities rather than simply deliver short-term results. The panel noted that this approach brings both stability and risk. While a clear philosophy can unify a club, it also demands patience, something not always afforded in today's results-driven environment. Media, narratives, and fan expectations. Beyond the pitch, the conversation turned to football media and its influence on public perception. The journalists reflected on how narratives are shaped in real time, often amplifying pressure on players and managers. Social media, in particular, was highlighted as a double-edged sword, offering fans unprecedented access while also accelerating criticism and speculation. Conclusion. This episode of Sunday Supplement reinforced why the show remains a staple for football fans seeking thoughtful analysis. By blending tactical insight with broader industry perspectives, the panel provided a comprehensive look at where the game is headed. As football continues to evolve, discussions like these remind us that the sport is about more than just goals and results, it's a complex ecosystem.